Hello guys, have a nice day everyone. Today I am going to talk about network principles and how protocols enable the effectiveness of network system. There are two types of computer network. The first one is peer-to-peer and the second one is the client server. You will see that these two parts are shown in the same ways as I did. Let us now identify these two parts separately. Peer-to-peer network, we call this. In peer-to-peer networking, a group of computers are linked together with equal permissions and responsibilities for processing data. Unlike traditional client-server networking, no devices in a peer-to-peer network are designed solely to serve or to receive data. Every computer is created the same and each computer maintains separated software and data files. So the hope is to exchange data between computers. Peer-to-peer computerization or networking is a distributed application architecture that divides tasks or workload between peers. Peer-to-peer in the app are equally privileged talented participants. Client or fixed host and can access peer-to-peer resources such as resources, processing power, disk storage, or network bandwidth directly from other network participants without central coordination. Although peer-to-peer net systems have been used in many application domains before, architecture was popularized by the Napster file transfer system, originally released in 1999. In certain social contexts, peer-to-peer refers to the social networks that have emerged across the society that have been architected by internet technologies in general as a symbol. The diagram in its simplest form. A peer-to-peer network is created when two or more pieces are connected and share resources without going to a separate server computer. A peer-to-peer network can be an ad hoc connection, a couple of computers connected via a universal serial bus to transfer files from related to the peer-to-peer network are as follows. In this case, the same powers are distributed to all computers connected to the network. There is no permanent separation of computers as client or client computers, and the computer is sometimes operated as server and sometimes as client. This allows data to be exchanged between computers. Take for example the torrent software for peer-to-peer. You can see the process here as follows. You may have seen the torrent activity. Okay, we will next look at the client server network. Client server is, what is client server? This client server is, these networks are set up using one of the computers connected to the network as the main computer. The second one, here the main computer is called the server computer and the other computer is also called the client. Third one is client-server networks are computer networks that use a dedicated computer server to store data, manage, provide resources, and control user access. The server acts as a central point on the network upon which the other computers connected to. A computer that connects to the server is called a client. The client-server network models are as follows. Clients talk in the form of laptops, desktops, tablets, or smartphones. Then request a file or application from the remote server. The server hears the request, verifies credentials, and if everything check out, server the client the requested file. The communication between client and server is a two-way street. Okay, let us now see how to use protocols correctly and successfully for a network system. There are several types of protocols, that is FTP, HTTP, SMTP, POP, SSL. Then we will now inquire separately about these protocols. The first FTP client application were pre-built command line programs that had graphical user interface on their operating system and are still shipped with most Windows, Unix, and Linux operating systems. Many FTP servers included in productivity applications such as STMP, HTML editor. And in January 2021, support for the FTP control in Google Chrome 88 was disabled in Firefox 88.9 in July 2021. Firefox abandoned the 19th FTP algorithm. Google plans to completely remove Chrome 95 FTP support in October 2021. And you can see a related diagram below. The next one is HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. What is HTTP? The HTTP is the Hypertext Transfer Protocol as application layer protocol of the Internet Protocol Suite for distributed, collaborative, high media information system. HTTP is the data communication basic for the World Wide Web, where hypertext documents include hyperlinks to other resources that are easily accessible to the user. For example, by clicking the mouse or tapping the screen of a web browser. HTTP development was started in 1989 by Tim Berners-Lee at CERN. The development of early HTTP request for comment RFC is a joint effort of the Internet Engineering Task Force IETF and the World Wide Web, later transferred to IETF. Third one is HTTP. First documented in 1997. Fourth one is HTTP 2 is most efficient expressing of the HTTP definition of one wire and was published in 2015 and is used by 45% of websites. It is now supported by all web browsers and major web servers across transport layer security. Using the application layer protocol, discussing extension that requires CLC 1.2 or never. The relevant diagrams are as follows. The third protocol, SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. What is the SMTP? The Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is an Internet standard communication protocol for electronic mail transmission. Mail servers and other message transfer agents use SMTP to send and receive mail message. User-level email clients typically use SMTP only for sending messages to a mail server for relaying and typically submit outgoing email to the mail server on port 587 or 465 for receiving messages. IMAP is standard, but proprietary servers also often implement proprietary protocols. The example, Exchange Active Signing. The second point, Science XMTP's introduction in 1981. It has been updated, modified, and extended multiple times. The protocol version in common use today has extensible structure with various extensions for authentication, encryption, binary data transfer, and internationalized email addresses. SMTP servers commonly use the transmission control protocol on port number 25 and 587. The relevant diagrams are as follows. The last protocol, POP, Post Office Protocol. What is the POP? The POP Office Protocol provides access via an Internet protocol, IP network for a user-client application to a mailbox, mail drop maintained on a mail server. The protocol supports download and delete operation for message. POP 3 client connect. Retrieve all messages, store them on the client computer, and finally delete them from the server. This design of POP and its procedure was driven by the need of user having only temporary subsexually to weave and manipulate the retrieved message when offline. The relevant diagrams are as follows. Okay, so far we have asked what is the network principles and how protocols enable the effectiveness of network systems. Let's end this video here. Thanks for watching this.